Hey y'all, and happy new year. It is Tedra Daigre. Welcome back to another video. I am doing my usual vision board video. So I typically do these twice a year. I don't always record it, but I always do my vision boards in June and then again in December. But this year I did not do a vision board because I have a vision wall. And if I remember, I will kind of show you all what my wall looks like and insert that here. Okay, so the lighting kind of sucks in here, but this is what my vision wall looks like so far, which includes income goals, furniture goals. This is a place that I would love to live when I move to Georgia. There's my BMW X5. Nicole Murphy, I think, has the best body in the whole entire world. So this is what my wall looks like. What do we have? Some Atlanta stuff over here. Georgia real estate, realtor license plate. This is all of my stuff I need to send to actually get my license. I just got the last document that I need in order to make that happen. So that's going to be sent off this week. Working on my credit right here. Client information. Gucci slides that I've been wanting for a while. My Chanel bag. Implementing more spirituality, prayer, meditation into 2018. So that is what my board looks like so far. And if we come on over here, I have some work goals and things like that. So yeah, that's it. My vision board. But if not, just know that I've taken the traditional vision board on poster board and just created a whole wall because, you know, the things that I want to accomplish don't fit in this little square. So I asked a question on my Instagram and I wanted to know if people would be interested in me doing a vision board video live. However, the holidays got in the way and I just didn't have an opportunity to do it. Plus, it would only live for 24 hours on Instagram, so I decided just to film it and put it on my YouTube channel like I always do, right? So hopefully you all are having a great day. Today is January 1st, 2018, and I pray that your year is prosperous and successful and everything that you could possibly imagine, even those things that you couldn't imagine, actually take place in your life this year. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Now, I don't do your traditional vision board, put it on a wall because it's cute and it's pretty, right? A vision board is a tool that we use in order to achieve our goals, right? Manifest our desires. But it's so much more than just gluing pictures to a poster board. It's so much more than that. So in this video, I'm going to teach you all exactly how to create an effective vision board. Okay, so the things that you're going to need, and this is your run-of-the-mill vision board. There are many different variations. You can do them digitally. You can use cork boards. You can use whatever you want. But the run-of-the-mill vision board is typically done on poster board, right? So you're going to need a poster board. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need a glue stick. Not liquid glue. I don't recommend liquid glue because I've been doing vision boards a really long time, very long. And what's going to happen is the picture is going to ripple because of the liquid. So it's best to use a glue stick, and that way it can lay flat and be seamless and all of that. And lastly, you're going to need actual magazines and or a printer. Now, I never recommend going out and buying, paying full price for magazines. You simply go to your local library. I understand that a lot of people don't even know what their library is. You should. Go to your local library and pick you up magazines. That's where I always get mine. And typically they're about 10 cents each. So you save a lot of money just by going to the library instead of purchasing them at full price, brand new. Okay, so before you actually start the cutting out process and all of that, the printing out process, what you want to do is take your journal or some paper, a tablet, whatever, and you want to write down the main things that you want to accomplish in 2018. Right? The main things. And typically for people that's buying a home, buying a new car, increasing their income, losing some weight, that's the number one, getting married, having children, traveling the world, whatever that is. So you want to write down your major goals for 2018. Okay? And really think about it. Really think about it, and don't just jot stuff down just because it sounds good in the moment. Really think about what it is that you want, and write that down. Now, once you've gotten all of those things written down, now you're ready to cut out and print out pictures, phrases, and letters that can create words that will correlate with your goals and expectations for 2018. Okay? So you want to cut out your pictures of houses, the cars, a really fit person, some inspiration there. You want to cut out travel destinations and things like that. I don't recommend putting anything on your vision board that has nothing to do with your goals for the year. A lot of people will print out things and cut out things just because it's cute, just because they like it, just because it's their favorite celebrity. That really makes no sense. And it's really just going to confuse your subconscious mind. So that is not what you want to do. Everything that is going to be on your board needs to be related to your goals and expectations for 2018. Period. None of the fluff. You don't need any of that. Okay? So you have everything written down. And then you want to cut out, the things that represent your goals. And then the next thing I recommend is placing everything in an orderly fashion. And what I do is I put everything according to category. So health goals, wealth goals, new home, new car, travel goals, that sort of thing, right? Just so it makes sense. So you want to place everything down. Don't glue it down yet. Just place it so that it looks neat and orderly. And some people may think that that's not very important. You can just slap it on the board. But what you have to keep in mind is that you are training. This vision boards are really a tool used to train your subconscious mind. And if you have things all over the place, then it's very confusing, and you're confusing your subconscious mind, and nothing is actually going to manifest that you put on that board. And so that's why I recommend that you put everything in an orderly, categorized fashion. Okay, and so once you have everything placed the way that you want to have it placed, the next thing I recommend is that you have a word or phrase for 2018. And this year, my word is alignment, right? That is my word for this year. I believe in aligning. I don't believe in hustling. I don't believe in grinding. I don't believe in team no sleep. Girl, I need to sleep. I need to rest. So much takes place when we are resting. Our body heals itself, right? And I get so many downloads from God when I am resting. So I don't believe in team no sleep. We have to sleep for a reason. Now, it doesn't mean you sleep for 12, 13 hours at a time, but you definitely need to rest. I am at my best when I am rested, okay? So no hustling, no grinding for me. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have to do work. You absolutely have to work. But the hustling and the grinding to me has a negative connotation, and it's so much easier if you align with your desires versus chasing them, hustling for them, grinding for them. They come so much more easily when you align with them, when you're on the same vibrational level with the things that you want versus, tirelessly chasing after. I believe the more you chase after something, the more elusive it becomes. And it always reminds me of that commercial. Is it Geico, where the old man is holding the fishing pole and he's like, oh, you got to be quicker than that. That is one of my favorite commercials. It cracks me up. But that's what I think about when people talk about hustling or grinding. They're tired. They may reach some level of success, but it's elusive. It doesn't always last because eventually you will burn out. You will experience burnout. So that is why my word for this year is alignment. Stand spiritually connected, spiritually plugged in, because when you are connected to the source, you have no issues, right? Everything that you could possibly want is right there because you are so plugged in, you are so aligned, you are so connected. So that is my word for this year. So I recommend that you also have a word for this year, right? Comment down below right now what that word is going to be, because I would love to know what it is. All right, so now that we've cut out everything, we've written everything down, we've cut out everything, we placed it on our board in a categorized, organized fashion. Now you want to glue it down. We have our word for the year. All right, and this is where a lot of people will stop. They will put their board. I even heard of a girl one time folding up her board and putting it in her drawer. That made no sense to me. But anyway, so what people typically do is they will take their board because it's cute, because it's pretty, and they will place it on, put it on the wall somewhere, and boom, they expect their life to just unfold into this beautiful, fairy tale throughout the year just based on that alone. And that is fictitious. It's not going to happen. You're living in la la land. So what you need to do now is, yes, place it on the wall. You need to put it in a place where you can see it every single day. And you need to be intentional about seeing it, not just seeing it in passing because you're passing through the room that the vision board is in, but you need to actually sit there and study. Okay, you need to study your board. All right, so what do I mean by that? Am I skipping ahead? Okay, I'll just keep going. So what I want you to do is look at your board. Okay, it includes increase in income, it includes a new relationship, new homes, new cars, new investments, children, whatever the case may be. So I want you to look at your board and then create a story that encompasses every single thing that is on your board. So this is where your imagination, one of the greatest gifts we were all given, comes into place. This is where you need to perfect your visualization skills. I know that a lot of people don't even know how to visualize, but it's one of my favorite things to do. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. That is a very true statement. If it's not something that you can visualize or see here first, you will never be able to see it manifest in the physical. So what you want to do is to create a story. What do I mean by that? So 4 of my top goals for the year are to purchase my first home, to purchase my BMW X5, or have them given to me. Listen, I'm not married to how they manifest in my world, just okay, right? Relocating to Georgia and making 6 figures, multiple 6 figures in my businesses. Those are my 4 top goals for 2018. All right, so let me see if I can create a story in my head really quick. All right, hold on. So it would start with me waking up every morning, waking up in the morning, because this is one day, waking up in the morning, and I am sitting up in my bed, and I'm looking around, and I'm seeing all of these windows. I love windows in my bedroom, and I am stepping onto some very plush, thick, white carpet. Everything in my room is like white and gold, just clean and beautiful. I see myself standing up and walking into my master bathroom where I turn on the shower, waiting for the water to get hot, and then I go and brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I get into the shower. But before I get into the shower, I see my beautiful white, thick, cozy robe hitting the floor before I actually step into the shower. Let's fast forward. I'm going upstairs to get my children out of bed. They're each in their own bedrooms, and we're getting ready for the day. I go downstairs into my chef's kitchen with a gas stove and a huge island and cook breakfast for my children. Fast forward, we're getting dressed, we're getting ready to leave the house. I'm headed to the office, but first we are stepping into my brand new BMW X5 black exterior with caramel colored leather interior. Yes, God, yes, God. I'm listening to the door close, right? To me, cheaper cars, the way that the door sounds when they close is like really loud and hollow, and it just sounds like aluminum just kind of smashing up against one another. But when the car is more expensive, it tends to just like, you know, close softly, and it makes very little noise. And then you have to imagine how the wheel feels in your hand, how the leather feels on your skin. That is how detailed you need to be when you are visualizing, right? But it has to include everything that is on your board. So if weight loss is one of those things, then you have to see in your day, you going to the gym, you making fresh smoothies or fresh green drinks every morning, eating very clean, eating a vegan diet, whatever that is, right? More income. You have to see yourself going into your office. I'm a real estate agent. I'm also a life coach. So I have a home office, but I will be going into an actual, brokerage in Georgia. So I have to see myself actually going into that brokerage from time to time to get deals closed, contracts signed, whatever the case is, right? So you want to be very specific, right? I wasn't even that specific in what I just came up with. It was just right off the top of my head. But you have to be very specific about what your day looks like, right? And when you are doing this every single day, when you're looking at your board, you need to start the story at the same spot and end it at the same spot, and all the details in between need to be exactly the same. And it may sound like that's impossible to do, it's going to be hard to remember all of that. It's really, really not. You do it a few times and it's just like watching a movie with your eyes closed, right? A movie that you wrote. So this is your story. It can be as grandiose as you want it to be, but don't shortchange yourself at the same time. You know what I mean? So when you are looking at your board, that is the story that you need to see in your mind, all right? So the next thing, which actually should have gone before the visualization, I got it all out of whack, but whatever. So the next thing that you want to do is then Google SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T goals, right? Then you want to take and break everything up into quarterly goals. So what do you want to achieve out of everything that's on your vision board? Quarter 1, quarter 2, 3, and 4. All right? Then we're going to work with the first quarter first. Now, first quarter goals in real life should have been done, towards the end of last year, October, November of last year, maybe even sooner than that. But we're not going to cry over spilled milk, right? So you want to take your quarter 1 goals, which usually should include increase in income. So what are you going to do to bring in more income this month? What are you going to do to release the 60 pounds that you want to release, right? So you want to write out those major goals, boom, boom, boom. And then you want to write out the plan. So let's go with the easy one, the one that everybody is going to, be doing or saying this is the #1 resolution in the world, weight loss. Okay, so the plan for weight loss. What is it that you want to do? You want to lose 60 pounds? Cool. How are you going to do that? What are you going to do differently now than what you've been doing in order to achieve that 60-pound weight loss goal? Right? So it's going to include eating better, obviously. So what is that noise? So maybe you want to become a vegan. Maybe you want to become vegetarian. I'm trying to figure out what that noise is. I can't figure out. What is that? Is that that plant? Child. Okay. So Maybe you want to hire a personal trainer, join a gym. You want to write down, how often you're going to go to the gym, some foods that you're going to start to try. Maybe you don't eat enough veggies, blah, 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 right? You want to be very specific about that. Let's go with income. Income goals. I was speaking to a client of mine week before, maybe it was last week. She called me. She's low income and she was needing a new place to live, right? And so she was getting, asking me for advice and wanted to know, what did I suggest she do? Is budgeting, I hate that word, is budgeting going to help her, start saving money? And I said, well, based on the job that you have, if you're barely making it now, if your bills aren't really getting paid now, then budgeting isn't going to help you much more than it already has helped you, right? Working a couple extra hours a week isn't going to help you. It's just going to make, paying your bills on time a little bit easier. So what you need to do is, sure, you can get another job, but that's going to take you away from your kids, or you can start a business. I always recommend, if you're a person, you're like, yeah, well, I'm not really an entrepreneur, I wouldn't know what to do, what could I sell, whatever. I always recommend network marketing. There are a lot of amazing network marketing companies out there, and most of them you can get in for like $100, right? It's no overhead. You don't have to keep any products in your house. All you have to do is pay to get your foot in the door and start promoting, right? And that's another source of income, and it's uncapped income, because you can make as much money as your little heart desires as long as you do the work, right? So I always recommend that. So if you're wanting to increase your income, I don't say increase your hours worked at a job, because that's not gonna help you a whole lot. I recommend you start your own business. And if you say, well, I can't start a business because I don't really have the money, then network marketing is the way to go. Just research, companies, ask around, don't make a rash decision, but network marketing is a really, really good way to go. So that's how you want to break down your goals in a quarterly manner, so you don't get overwhelmed, right? I'm not saying that you have to sit here and try to make a plan for every single thing on your board today. No, break them up into quarterly goals and then go after those goals, right? So that is how you make an effective vision board that actually works. It's only a tool. Visualization is an amazing gift, as I stated earlier, but it's only amazing, it only works if you know how to work it, okay? So use your vision board to achieve your goals in 2018. But again, you still have to put in the work. This is not something that you can do. It's a lot of fun, woody woo, and then poof, all your dreams are going to come true. No, you actually have to do the work. All right. So I hope that this video, I tried to go as fast as I could. Still 20 minutes long, but I hope that this video helped you. Please, when you finish your boards, upload them to post them. I sound so old when I'm talking about upload. Oh my God. Post them on your Instagram and tag me, please, so I can see them. And let me know by commenting down below what your word for 2018 is. On Instagram, I am the Mindset Makeover Mogul. I would love to connect with you all on social media. Show me your vision boards. DM them to me if you don't want to put them all out there, because I know they can be very personal. DM me, that's cool too. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Happy New Year.